Hey RubberDucks fans, welcome to the second episode of the RubberDucks Report. So, a funny thing happened on the way to our second episode. We were putting on the final touches when some butter-fingered buffoon dropped the hard drive that had all the show's elements. Luckily, we were able to recover the months of work that went into making the RubberDucks Report ingredients, but I mean, come on. Whatever clumsy, irresponsible Nimrod's fault that was, they should probably be fired, right? Huh? What's that? Oh, that was me. Look, everybody, accidents happen and we all make mistakes. None of us are perfect, am I right? Anyways, I think it's just best that we just overlook that and move forward with the episode. We're going to talk all about the game, Canal Park's new dining experience, as well as our new extreme food items. But first, the season is upon us, and the team is starting their season right now, and we'll take a look at some of the players starting here in Akron in the field report. Did I beat the transition? No, come on. Anyways, here we are on the field report. Let's get into it. Shortstop Francisco Lindor, the Indians' first pick in the 2011 draft, started last season with the high-A Carolina Mudcats, where he posted some great numbers at the plate and showed off fantastic glove work. After a successful first half of the season, Francisco was invited to the Futures game in New York during MLB's All-Star festivities. It was there where he got the call up to DoubleA. He wasted no time making himself comfortable in the Akron lineup, getting on base in nearly half his at-bats in his first 9 games. Lindor continued to play well at the DoubleA level, but had to shut his season down early on August 14th after a nagging back injury became too big of a problem to ignore. Lindor spent the fall at the Indians' Arizona spring training complex, where he spent a month and a half rehabbing his back and strengthening his core, preparing him for the physical rigors of the long season. Francisco will start the season here in DoubleA Akron, but should earn a promotion to AAA Columbus by the All-Star break. Infielder Ronnie Rodriguez helped bring an Eastern League championship to Akron at the end of 2012, and he spent his entire 2013 campaign here in the DoubleA level. Soon to be turning 22, Rodriguez is another one of the tribe's young middle infielders trying to break through in a position that's very deep in the organization. And he has a great natural hitting ability. But the power aspect of his game is slowing down his advancement through the system. But with a year of DoubleA ball already under his belt and a return to the friendly confines of Canal Park, Ronnie will be more comfortable at this level of play. And he already went yard in an exhibition game earlier this week in Lake County, so maybe the power aspect of his game is already coming around. Pitcher Cody Anderson ended his year starting 3 games for Akron, but he left his biggest mark in the Carolina League last year. Anderson was named the Carolina League's Pitcher of the Year and was named to the league's midseason and postseason All-Star teams. The big righty started 23 games in Carolina, where he posted a 2.34 ERA and an impressive strikeout-to-walk ratio. Cody throws a fastball that can touch 96, along with a curveball, changeup, and cutter, and he can throw all of them for strikes. Cody Anderson is a strong talent and could be this year's Danny Salazar.
Rolling or even with a bag. Wind up, here's the 1-0. Line drive to center, back goes Holt. He has it! It's a no-hitter for Giovanni Soto! A no-hit ball game by the Akron left-hander, the first for the Arrows since Genmar Gomez's perfect game back in 2009 at Trenton, and Soto has done it. A no-hitter against the Altoona curve.
And you might remember Giovanni Soto from that April 15th no-hitter he threw back in 2012. But a back injury limited Soto in 2013, where he made just 9 appearances. Look for a healthy Soto to bounce back this season. He'll start here in Akron, but he'll most likely be moved up quickly as he regains his form. Giovanni may even find himself in a Tribe uniform by the end of the year. Tony Wolters started off his career as a middle infielder, but as we mentioned earlier, the Indian system is deep with young talent up the middle. Heading to the 2013 season, Wolters made the tough decision to become a catcher, a position he hadn't played since his freshman year in high school. It's a tough challenge, but in his first year as a professional backstop, he was able to throw out 28% of runners, right near the Carolina League's 30% average. but if Walters wants to continue to advance, he's going to have to hit. Walters did have a strong second half of 2013, and he looks to carry that success over to DoubleA. And that's it for the field report, everyone. Now, this is usually where I throw it back to the host, but then I have to go run back to the spinning tire room, and it's just too much. So instead, we're just going to go right to RubberDucks report correspondent Stephanie Kilnap, who will go in-depth at the Game Bar and Grill and also discuss Canal Park's new extreme food menu items.
Coming here to a baseball game at Canal Park, you can already expect to see an exciting game, but here you can get quality food as well. Of course, you'll see classics such as hot dogs, Cracker Jacks, and peanuts, but from meals to snacks, desserts, and drinks, Canal Park has something for everyone. The Game Grill and Bar is Canal Park's new food experience, headed by Chef Steve Smith, who brings a wealth of fine dining knowledge and experience from locations such as One Red Door, Blue Canyon Kitchen and Tavern, and Ken Stewart's Kitchen and Lodge.
So I tried to take the quality of food and the passion for food that I have from my fine dining experiences and bring them to downtown Akron for people that I feel deserve to have good food. There's not many places around here that have what I have as far as experience-wise and what I can bring to the table. I want it to be a place where you want to bring your kids, your families, big groups. We have a Duck Club event space up here where we can hold catering events. I like to keep as much things as local as I can. We are a typical sports bar and grill, but I'm trying to make everything from scratch as much as I can. We get whole fish in here. We don't get anything frozen. None of our stuff really comes from cans. I like to have daily specials, sometimes weekly specials throughout the week.
The Game is a one-of-a-kind grill that stands on its own, but it also incorporates fan favorites into the menu to create a stadium atmosphere.
I wanted to do some of the things that you would get at a stadium that we offer over here. We are offering, we also have an extreme menu at the stadium that I brought over to here. I'm making it more of a gourmet style extreme menu. The same Nice to Meet You burger that we had last year, the 3-Dog Night and the Screamer. But I've added my own little flares to it, so you'll have to come over here and try that. I'm trying to do little plays on the ballpark food. Instead of Cracker Jacks that we sell at the stadium, I make my own version over here. I call them Quacker Jacks. Basically, it's a homemade caramel corn, and then I make a peanut brittle to mix in with it instead of just your normal stadium peanuts. And just come catch us for our specials. You never know what we're going to be doing. We have different soups of the day all the time. Different things. You just got to come in and see what we got, or go ahead and call and see what's going on for the day or for the week.
Just because there is a new restaurant around doesn't mean we forgot about game day food. You'll be seeing fun new items on the concourse. Food and Beverage Director Brian Manning tells us more.
But this year we'll have 2 new items on the extreme menu. The first one is our Pineapple Teriyaki Bowl. It is a pineapple cut in half, hollowed out into a bowl, and then served within the bowl is grilled chicken, diced pineapple, white rice, and then glazed with teriyaki sauce. And then the other item is our Ugly Duckling Float. It's going to be an ice cream float for adult fans only 21 and over, but it's going to be a 32-ounce drink that's served at the Sock Hop ice cream shop in right field. It's going to be 3 scoops of vanilla ice cream, topped off with a Irish stout beer, with chocolate sauce drizzled on top and some chocolate sprinkles. So it's going to be a great refreshing item during the summer. It's a mix of beer and ice cream, 2 of the more refreshing items in the summer, and it'll really be a great item for our fans at 21 and over.
Brian goes into detail about the thought process behind the new items.
Pineapple Teriyaki Bowl was an item I kind of talked about this offseason with our general manager, Jim Fander, and really looking at a way to enhance our extreme item with a healthy option added towards that. So looking at what we could do at the left field grill, what would make sense there, and seeing an item that incorporated some new ingredients with the pineapple and a really cool concept, being able to put that in the bowl and actually serve that in the bowl and really be a unique fan experience to be able to have. The Ugly Duckling Float was one of those that I've tinkered with at venues in the past. I've never actually put it on the menu, but the way the Irish stout beer and the vanilla ice cream mix, it's really a unique, distinct flavor that really comes together well, especially drizzled with chocolate sauce on top. So it's a way to have an ice cream float that's geared towards adults, and I think it's going to be a great item for the coming year.
The RubberDucks are introducing additional food features at the stands around the ballpark.
This year we're going to have a lot of great new menu items. At our dog pound concession stand in left field, we're going to have a bacon cheddar hot dog. We're going to have a gluten-free hot dog, which is actually our regular 5-to-1 hot dog served on the gluten-free bun. At Taters, which is behind home plate on the third base side, we're going to have a grilled chicken sandwich available at that stand. At Godfather's Pizza behind home plate, we're also going to have Romeo's Pizza as a new partner this year, so it's going to be a great addition to that location. At the Beer Garden, following down the first base line, we're going to have some cinnamon pretzel bites. We're going to have a great beer selection on draft there, and we're also doing a custom 22-ounce RubberDucks beer stein that you can actually purchase your beer in at that stand. The other stand at the end, which is Sock Hop Ice Cream Shop, we're going to have a really unique item called Duck Floats this year, which is going to be a unique mix of our Pepsi products with our Ruggles ice cream.
No matter what you're in the mood for, you can always come down to Canal Park to get a stadium food experience, whether the team is home or away, in season or off, to get a delicious bite to eat.
Thanks, Steph. And fans, the home opener is April 10th, and we're really excited to play our first game as the Akron RubberDucks here at Canal Park. Be sure to get your tickets for the opener and all 71 regular season home games at akronrubberducks.com, and stay up to date by following us on Facebook and Twitter. And any word on the MySpace page yet? Still coming along? All right, stay tuned. We'll be here at the RDR to bring you news and highlights throughout the season, so stay tuned, and we can't wait to see you here on Main Street.